All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at GMS. Peace, honor, and respect to you, brothers that's out there laboring, edifying, rightly divine the word in truth and sincerity. And Shalom to you, believers out there. All right, all you brothers and sisters. All right, the Akim, Wa Akwa. All right, so let me do this. All right, so I said I was going to be revisiting this debate. Um, Actually, what was happening was I had a lesson that I wanted to do on, because what he had said about how, in this particular part of the debate, he was going into how Haiti is not, the Israelites because they don't do, keep the customs and the laws. So really, I had that in my mind to do a lesson on that. Let me just get my notes together real fast. I'm trying to go to the specific part. Yep, that's cool. Um, and Apostle Tahar did a video. Okay, that was the spirit because I was gonna do the lesson, and what happened was Apostle Tahar did a video on this guy. Let me see if I can get it. Really, Apostle Gabar did a video on this guy saying he can debunk the Hebrew Israelites. All right. And then Apostle Gabar did a great video on that. And then Apostle Tahar came behind the video. All right. So Apostle Gabar did this video. Wait, it's not sharing. Slacky. How to easily refute Hebrew Israelites. All right. So then I watched that video. Then Apostle Tahar, he did a video on it, but he took kind of like another angle. And that was the spirit because the video that Apostle Tahar did, all right, um, I was gonna go into the same thing. And I was thinking about Ezekiel 37 chapter, because whenever you think about the Great Awakening, you think about Ezekiel 37. You know what I'm saying? If you study in the scriptures, okay, and when they was having you see the title, this is Apostle Tahar, it says the Hebrew Israelites, why is this movement growing in America? Right, Ezekiel 37. And he went into breaking down Ezekiel 37, which I will do, Lord willing. It's not gonna be in depth, but I'm gonna touch on, verses like 1 through 10, because that's exactly what's happening right now. This is why, these so-called white people, the red man, Dr. Brown, you Edomites, and the rest of the nations, even our own people, wondering why is so many black people saying they're Hebrew Israelites now. Well, Ezekiel 37. All right. So if you watch my last video about Dr. Brown was Esau White plus more topics I put on it, I talked about how I wanted to touch on basically the Great Awakening. About he kept saying like, why don't they do this? Why they haven't passed down the language? Why they haven't did the customs? Why they don't speak eat the kosher food? I'm like, this guy is, you know. So I'm gonna let this play and then I'm gonna go into it. All right, Lord willing, is edifying. All right. So here we go.
Looks like we skipped a slide here. So next proof, Haiti is not Levi. And in fact, there's not a...
And I believe this is the opening statement in their debates. All right. He went first and then Elazar went second. So this is like their opening statements. Why he was basically saying why the 12 tribe chart is not true and things of that nature. So here we go.
Stitch of concrete evidence connecting the Haitians to the Levites any more than there's a factual connection between any of the peoples of this chart and the specific tribes of Israel that are claimed. Deuteronomy 33:10 says, about Haiti, excuse me, not about Haiti, about Levi. They shall teach your laws to Jacob and your instructions to Israel. They shall offer you incense to savor and whole offerings on your altar. Well, Haiti is not teaching the children of Israel the laws of God. Haiti is not observing the seventh day Sabbath. They don't follow the Torah. They don't circumcise their sons on the eighth day. They don't eat only biblically kosher food, let alone teach all Israel to follow the Torah. Haiti is not Levi.
You see? Now, this is why he's saying Haiti is not Levi, and basically why all the people that's on the chart are not Israelites, because, all right, because they're not eating the kosher food. They're not, circumcising their kid, things of that nature. Let's just go back and listen one more time. Let's just go back and listen.
Looks like we skipped a slide here. So next proof, Haiti is not Levi. And in fact, there's not a stitch of concrete evidence connecting the Haitians to the Levites any more than there's a factual connection between any of the peoples of this chart and the specific tribes of Israel that are claimed. Deuteronomy 33:10 says about Haiti, excuse me, not about Haiti, about Levi, they shall teach your laws to Jacob and your instructions to Israel. They shall offer you incense to savor and whole offerings on your altar. Well, Haiti is not teaching the children of Israel the laws of God. Haiti is not observing the seventh day Sabbath. They don't follow the Torah. They don't circumcise their sons on the eighth day. They don't eat only biblically kosher food, let alone teach all Israel to follow the Torah. Haiti is not Levi.
All right, so he's going to Haiti, which he means all the tribes, but he was speaking Haiti as a whole. Now, one thing I do want to point out right now, you have Haitian brothers like Alazar. He's Haitian. I believe he have a baby, just had a baby, have a baby on the way. All right. Um, I'm pretty sure he's going to get his son if he had a son. I seen a IG post of him with a new baby. He had a son. I'm pretty sure that son will be circumcised. All right. Now, the point I'm making is he's going into Haiti as a whole. All right. Now, again, you do have Haitian brothers that's doing these things, right? Why? Because the scripture said what? The remnant shall return. All right. A remnant it will return. All right. And Lord willing, I'm gonna get that in the scripture. Now he's going into Haiti as a whole. Now you heard his reasoning for us not being the Israelites, right? Now here's another one. Let's go to this. Let me get it. Bear with me. All right. Now listen to this. These ads, man.
That's all I'm saying.
So you see the question put up. All right. I'm Mexican who has Sephardic ancestry. When my family got expelled during the Inquisition, half went to Chile, half went to Mexico. How can I be Issachar and my cousin be Naphtali? This was the question in the debate.
Trying to focus on the super chats. Does Gorilla Hebrew understand that 12 tribe chart includes a multiplicity of Y chromosomes, which means they descend from different forefathers, i.e., not Jacob? Let me know if you need me to repeat it, because I understand it's not the one on the screen.
Yeah.
Now, so he went into a lot of the DNA stuff. Alazar don't believe in the DNA. I don't. Other brothers don't believe in it as well. But that's Esau. He's gonna go into his science, which the DNA thing have already been that's crashed. All right. So let's listen again. Because I'm building up to a point. All right.
So, Berean, to me, you should read your big super chats first. Is that a super chat as well?
All of the stuff.
All right. So
when someone pays $20,
they going into something. All right, here we go.
So I'm trying to focus on the super chats. Does Gorilla Hebrew understand that 12 tribe chart includes a multiplicity of Y chromosomes, which means they descend?
But the super chat the super chat questions was coming up, meaning they paid their money. So he's reading a super chat question. Salakia for that. But you see the question right here, okay? But that's where I got confused. But the question was a super chat. Okay, so this is the question.
Person is not required to respond. That's an option they have. I just want to make sure the live
Shub, if you
person is not required to respond. That's an option they have. I just want to make sure the live chat knows that. Okay, here's one. Definitely want to get to this one. $20 super chat. Yeshub does.
Salakia for that, y'all. All right, because I was reading it, and that's what they was talking about during the debate of the questions that's coming up on the screen is kind of different from the super chat. All right, but they was getting the people that was paying.
please do go ahead,
Get a
please
question
do.
through. That's all I'm saying.
All right, because I'm building up to a point of the reason Dr. Brown was putting his foot in his mouth is because he actually was saying biblical prophecy. It's biblical prophecy for us not to do these things. But the remnant coming back was going to start rehearsing the righteous acts and doing things, following the customs, okay? The laws, eating of certain dietary laws, okay?
I.e., not Jacob. Let me know if you need me to repeat through. That's all I'm saying. So I'm trying to focus on the super chat.
This is the question.
Does Gorilla Hebrew understand that 12 tribe chart includes a multiplicity of Y chromosomes, which means they descend from different forefathers, i.e., not Jacob? Let me know if you need me to repeat it, because I understand it's not the one on the screen.
Yeah. Well, I have that. Well, if who asked that question?
Yeshub Ishakar.
Yeah, Yeshub. If you paid any attention to the debate, and I know you did, and I know you know my stance and argumentation because I know you know me personally, you would know, as I stated in the debate, that I do not hold to the validity of haplogroups in substantiating ancient ancestry. It's not something that I hold to, right? So asking me, do I know something in which that I don't even agree with, there's no relevance there.
Dr.
Yes,
Brown?
it's an excellent point.
All right, so he was just basically saying he don't believe in the DNA. All right, now listen to what Dr. Brown is going to say.
A very good point. Again, you can ask yourself if you want to throw out all genetic scientists worldwide and all their findings. So not only is there no literary tradition to connect these people, not only is there no genealogical connection to connect these people, no more is there a linguistic connection, historical connection, any connection. There's no genetic connection with DNA either. So of course they're not the 12 tribes, and they don't go back to Jacob. I mean, that's,
you see, there's no DNA, there's no this, there's no that. Well, all right, let's check this out. Let's pause. I thought about this precept. When you go to Psalms, right? All right, you heard what he just said about that. When you go to Psalms, Salakia. When you go to Psalms 83, all right, speaking about our enemies, right? It starting at verse 2, it says, "For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones." See, this is why we're referred to as the hidden ones, all right? Because nobody knows or believe that we are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, Dr. Brown, and everybody else that's naysayers. All right, Dr. Brown just admitted it. He admitted it twice. He said Haiti is not doing this. Haiti is not. Well, actually, he admitted it right here why we're called the hidden ones, but he admitted it twice. Why now? This is going to go to my scriptures and go to the biggest point I want to make. But this is why we're the hidden ones. Nobody believes it. All right. See, verse 4. They say, "Come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance." Right. So nobody remember us, all right, as Hebrew Israelites. We don't remember ourselves, except what? That remnant that was supposed to come back into the remembrance. All right. Now you do have brothers and sisters that might not teach, might not do nothing, but they know they Hebrew Israelites, right? All right. This is the part of the Great Awakening. This is us coming back. All right, saying, hey, you can have a full demon out there, and he'd be like, "I'm a Hebrew Israelite." You see what I'm saying? But a part of that is waking up, putting off the old, "Oh, I'm black, I'm colored, I'm African American." No, we are Hebrew Israelites. All right. So This is why we're referred to as the hidden ones, because people like Dr. Brown, okay, they don't believe. I can answer this out, Slacky. They don't believe, okay, that we're the Hebrew Israelites. You even got our own people that don't believe. All right. This is why, again, in Psalms 83, this is one of the reasons why what we're referred to as the hidden ones. Okay, because they have taken crafty counsel against us. They the Edomites have made the whole world believe that we're nobody. We're not these people. All right, and that they're the people. And a lot of that started is in the Renaissance with iconoclasm. Okay, see, we are the hidden ones, Dr. Brown. All right, so again, all right, so he got Deuteronomy 33, right? If he would go back, if he would have went back to Deuteronomy 28, all right, this proves, I don't know when he was saying what he was saying, was it showing my screen and his screen? But nevertheless, you heard it, right? So, Deuteronomy 28, which proves we are the people, all right? Deuteronomy 28, all right? And this is the curses, the consequences of disobedience, all right? You go to Deuteronomy 28 and 36. What do it say? It says, the Lord shall bring thee and thy king which thou set over thee unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone. Other gods, wood and stone. What did that mean? That means that ultimately we would not be teaching the law, statutes, and commandments. We would not be eating the proper foods. We would not be speaking the language. Okay, we will be uh serving other gods, wood and stone, meaning cleaving unto the heathens, cleaving onto what they do, their lords, their laws, their customs, their rules. All right. Now, when you go here to Jeremiah 17, starting at verse 1, what do it say? The sin of Judah, Israelites, is written with the iron pen and with the point of a diamond. It is graven upon the table of their heart and upon the horns of your altars. All right. Just in sin. It's in our little stony hearts. All right. Basically. See, verse 2, while their children remember their altars and their groves by the green trees upon the high hills. All right. That's basically going into what? Serving other gods. All right. Committing spiritual fornication, like it said in Deuteronomy 28 and 36, verse 3. O my mountain in the field, I will give thy substance and thy treasures to the spoil in thy high places for sin throughout all thy borders. Right. All that is going to go to our enemies. Everything, our substance is going to go to the enemies. All right. Verse 4 in the point, and thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. Discontinue, meaning what? What is the heritage of the Lord? What? The law, statutes, and commandments, which is in them. You have a dietary law, things of that nature. That's, the language, everything, our heritage, point blank, period. You're going to discontinue, be cut off. All right. Even thyself shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. That lines up with Deuteronomy. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. All right. So when you go back to Deuteronomy 28, what did it say? It said, the Lord shall bring thee and thy king which thou set over thee unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there shall serve other gods, wood and stone. All right. See, then when you come to Jeremiah 17, all right, it said, what? And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Right. So, Dr. Brown, this is why when you were referring to Haiti, they not doing circumcising on 8th day. They not doing. This is why. This is proving the people. The curses. This is why, brothers, y'all out there always not, The naysayers always say, why you always go to Deuteronomy? Because this that proves we are the people. What did the Lord say in Deuteronomy? Let me see. Bear with me 1 second. Bear with me one. I'm trying to get it. Here we go. Deuteronomy 28 and 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee, and they shall be upon thee for a sign. This is the sign who the people are. This is why brothers go to Deuteronomy 28. All right. And a wonder, and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Right. So this is the sign, Deuteronomy 28, these curses is the sign who the people are, right? Right. So, Dr. Brown, you saying that Haitians don't do this, don't do that. That's why. This tell you why. And then I went to Jeremiah 17. All right. Now, let me see something. Bear with me 1 second. Right. Okay, no, that's not that. All right. So now, since we got that established, all right, I can come here too. So let's talk about, because we fell away, right? All right. Well, it's going to be a resurrection. It's going to be a restoration. All right. So now I want to tackle, because of Dr. Brown, the reason why, brothers have that chart. All right. For those people. Okay. Which I believe the Lord put the spirit on High Priest Ariah to build that chart up. All right. And the reason is because what? It was those people on that chart is the hidden ones. Those are the people that would never be referred to as the true biblical Hebrew Israelites from the common person. All right. So guess what? Those people are rising. All right. And it's according to Ezekiel 37. It's according to the Lord's word ultimately. But Ezekiel 37 is one of the perfect chapters. All right. It says 2 resurrections. John 5 and 25. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the hour is coming, and now is, when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of the Most High, and they that hear shall live. Okay? They that hear shall live. Now, when you go to Ezekiel 37, all right, the valley of the dry bones, all right? Because matter of fact, before I even start off with that, let's do this. When you go to Baruch 5 in verse 2, what do it say? It says, no, I don't think that's. I'm going to start. It's Baruch 5 and 5, Slaki. Arise, O Jerusalem, okay, and stand on high, and look about towards the east, and behold, thy children gathered from the west unto the east by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the remembrance. See? We're being put back into remembrance, all right? Because we once knew we were Hebrew Israelites, all right? When he said, try to debunk the Lashawan Kodash, we once knew the Hebrew. Now you hear brothers speaking it. Some are better than others, but for the most part, everybody is calling on the names in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, all right? See? We once knew brothers out here, Shalom, things of that nature. We once knew these things, okay? But we're coming back into a remembrance, see? And it's that great awakening. When you go to Baruch 2, Starting at verse 30, it says what? For I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stick-necked people, right? But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves, Dr. Brown, see, and shall know that I am the Lord their power. I will give them a heart and ears to hear, Dr. Brown, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. See, this is what's happening. And return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord. And I will bring them again into the land which I promised them with an oath unto their fathers. Y'all like to talk about Abraham, which Abraham is our forefather, but it went to Isaac and then Jacob. See, you can't just go to Abraham. That guy who Apostle Gabar was getting on, Matthew Weissman, all right, and the rest of you naysayers who love to go to Abraham, which we got love for Abraham. He's our forefather. But it was passed from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be the lords of it. And I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, and they shall be my people. And I will no more drive my people out of Israel, my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. Right. All you people that's in the land right now are heathens. You don't belong in that land. That's why the Lord is saying, and I will bring them again into the land. Who? The hidden ones, the so-called Negro, you so-called Latinos, you so-called Native Americans. You are the hidden ones. You are the ones that he will bring again into the land. See, the scripture tell you that a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. All right. And the bastards are those people that's in the land now. See, but Dr. Brown, just going back to the point, what? For I knew that they would not hear me, because it was a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves, right? Which bring us to what? Ezekiel 37, Valley of the Dry Bones. All right. Now, when you come here, it says what? It says what? It says, verse 1, the hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord, all right, and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones, right? And that valley is going into America, all right? A valley is a low land. And when you think about America, it's low morally, all right? In the valley, which was full of dry bones. The dry bones is what? The Israelites, all right? And caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, still speaking about America, and lo, they were very dry. Right. That's speaking about Israel in a dead estate. Okay. The dry bones are Israelites in a dead estate, no hope, things of that nature. Matter of fact, I can go really in, but I'm just gonna skim through the chapter. When you go to Jeremiah 2 in verse 21, what do it say? It says, yet, because even when you go here, look, it says, yet I planted thee a noble vine, wholly a right seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine into me? Right. We America, because remember, the scripture tell you that all nations have drunk of the wine of Babylon, right? Including the Israelites. That's why we morally low in this low estate in America right now. Okay. One, because of the curses, and two, we've been in America doing all type of crazy things, and it's no different than in antiquity when we've been around the heathens and different captivities. What did we do? We drunk of that wine, meaning we partook in their ideologies and philosophies. All right. This is why now what we are strange. A lot of our people is a strange vine unto the Lord. All right. Even though he planted us to be noble. All right. We are a strange vine unto the Lord. Okay, Dr. Brown, this is why the Haitians might not circumcise their sons on the 8th day and things of that nature. It's other precepts that I can get, okay, on verse 2. All right. But I just went there. I was just thinking about that. All right. Matter of fact, let's see. We can go here. When you go to Romans 4:5, what do it say? Let me see if that's the one. Nope, that's not the one I want. Slocky. Let me get Proverbs. All right. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding, what understanding? All right. The knowledge of the Bible shall remain in the congregation of the dead. All right. See, in the congregation of the dead. Okay. Just bear with me 1 second. Because it was something that I read that I want to make a point. Yep. That's why here, when we went to John 5:25, what did it say? Verily, verily, I say unto you, the hour is coming. And now, when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of the Most High. See? The dead. Why? Why do it say the dead? Because when you wander out of the way, all right, of the law, statutes, and commandments, the understanding and knowledge, what? You're going to remain in the congregation of the dead, which, what? Are those dry bones. See? Those dry bones is the congregation of the dead. See? All right, Dr. Brown? All right. So again, verse 2, and caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry, meaning we had no hope. All right. We was lost. We didn't know we was Israelites. We didn't know the language. Okay. We didn't know the customs, things of that nature. Verse 3. All right. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answer, O Lord power, thou knowest. All right. Meaning only you know. Meaning you know. All right. Verse 4. And he said unto me, prophesy unto these bones and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Right. The prophets, once the elect hear this word, it was going to click, pop, boom, and they was going to hear it. And they was going to start what? Returning. All right. That's why in Baruch it said what? And return from their stiff neck and their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the ways of their fathers, which seeing before. Right. Okay. See, we're returning back. All right. Going back. Verse 5. Thus said the Lord power unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. What is that breath? The knowledge, okay, of the scriptures in its purest form. That's the breath. That's what we're receiving right now. This is why the bones, this is why brothers is saying, I'm an Israelite. Okay, this is why brothers saying, no, I'm not black. I'm an Israelite. I'm from Judah. All right. I'm from Issachar. I'm from Levi. I'm Levi. Okay. I'm Judah. All right. I'm Benjamin. This is why brothers is claiming this is now. All right. Verse 6. And I will lay the sinews upon you, and I will bring upon the flesh upon you, and cover you with the skin, and put breath into you. What is that? The identity. All right. And ye shall live, and ye shall know that I'm the Lord. All right. Why? Because of this knowledge. All right. This is brothers coming together. All right. This is brothers coming together, man. Okay. Coming together, getting that identity. Saying, look, we know who we are. All right. We are the Hebrew Israelites. All right. Now, verse 7. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise. All right. And behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. All right. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. Because at one point, when we was coming together, we didn't have the true knowledge. All right. We didn't have the whole thing. Because really when we was coming together, all right, like when I in verse 6, all right, even going into that great noise, all right, you can refer that, like Apostle Tar was saying, to Matthew the 25th chapter, all right? But when you go down here to verse 8, it says what? There were no breath in them, because even though it was a time period where we was coming together and realizing, who we are, we still didn't have that truth, okay? Verse 9. Then he said unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say unto the wind, thus said the Lord, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain that they may live. And this is what brothers is doing now. You see brothers out preaching, and a lot of the heavy lifting, as Apostle Tahar says, Apostle Gabar, what is on the internet, prophesy into the wind. All right. See, verse 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet. Right. We live. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Now going back to verse 9, let me get something real fast. Verse 9, what did it say? He said unto me, prophesy unto the wind. Okay, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus said the Lord, power, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain that they may live. All right. Romans 10 and 17, it says, so then faith come by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words into the end of the world. Right. And what? This word, everybody's hearing this word, man. Everybody at some point would have heard this word or been presented, whether you walk past a camp or you hear it on the internet, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. And guess what? The thing about it is, the faith gonna come by hearing. So the remnant, the elect, once they hear the word, it's gonna click. And then whether they might be on TikTok and hear it, then they're gonna go do their research. They're gonna start searching it. And then guess what? They're gonna start getting into the teachings. All right. That's what happened to me. I'm a testament to that. All right. A video, one of the brothers' video, the first camp I ever heard was GMS, Elder Manatazaba. All right. His video popped up because I was listening to other people going into scriptures, but then his video popped up and I just clicked on it and I started listening, and it made sense. Like it just registered with me. Then I started listening to him. Then I started listening to other brothers. That's how it happened for me. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. Right. So again, when you go back here, it said what? Prophesy unto the wind. See? Verse 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them. Right. Just like it did me. Just like it did other brothers and sisters. And they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army. See? And that's what's happening. And this is why you have the vocabs and you have the Dr. Browns, because what? When you go to Revelation 11:11, what do it say? After 3 days and a half, 350 years, the spirit of the Most High, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them. And I believe that was when you do the calculations, um, you know what? Let me do something real quick on my phone. I believe it's 1960 or 1969. Let me see something. I believe it's 1969, I believe, when you do the calculations of that 350 years from like 1619 to 1969. And that's basically like when you had Bob Bivens come on the scene in the late 60s, I believe. Yep, like the late 60s. I believe. It's either, I think it's 69. But see, that's that after 3 days and a half, all right? The words start going out on a level. You know what I'm saying? 3 days and a half, the spirit of the life of the Most High entered into them. Who was them? The Israelites. And they stood upon their feet. See, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Who's nervous right now? Really, the Edomites, the elites. Because see, the average Joe Schmo Edomite don't really know what's going on for real. All right. But the elites of their nation, they know we're the Israelites and they know they're the Edomites, and they know a sign of their kingdom crumbling. One of the signs of their kingdom crumbling is us coming back to saying we're Israelites, remembering we're Israelites, following the Lord, our power. Because whenever we was in good graces with our power, nobody can contend with us. And that's another point that could be made. All right. If you follow the narrative of the Bible, all right, then you know this book is for the Israelites. This book is a relationship between Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and the Israelites. And the other nations, they don't, no, salvation is not for everybody. Now, you will have Israelites that look like all the other nations. Why? Because we've been scattered. But if you're not an Israelite, then guess what? Salvation is not for you. Really, the scriptures is not for you, because the Lord showed his word unto who? Jacob. All right. He have not known another nation. All right. Um, what is that? Oh, let me see. Bear with me 1 second. I just want to get that for edification's sake. Yep. Here we go. All right, Psalms 147 and what? 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, all right, the Israelites, and his statutes and his judgments unto Israel, Israelites, all right. He have not dealt so with any nation. As for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord, right? So this book is really just for the Israelites, all right, for the elect at this time. But the Israelites as a whole, this is our book. All right. The law, statutes, and commandments was given to the Israelites. And if you don't know the history, as brothers, as Apostle Tar said, if you don't know the history, you won't get the mystery. Meaning what? If you don't follow the narrative of the Bible, and then the Holy Spirit not dealing with you, you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna understand that this is the book for the Israelites, not for the Edomites. If you read a book like the Judges, if you read Judges, you see how the Israelites was in a lot of captivities when they fell, right? And then the Lord saved them. I don't want to veer too much off my topic, but the thing about it is, you naysayers, what you have to understand is, Dr. Brown, it was a falling away. All right. We fell away, but the remnant is returning. All right. The elect is returning. And and salvation is not for everybody. Everybody can't come into our inheritance. It's only for Israel. All right. And again, if you follow the narrative of the Bible, when you read the Bible, you understand, like I said in the book of Judges, you see how the Israelites they always, sinned. And then the Most High, once he got tired of, once it was building up, he put them in captivity, and they will call upon the Lord, and the Lord will bring them out. You never had a time where you heard the Edomites in a captivity, and then they calling upon the Lord, and then the Lord started destroying Israelites for Edom's sake. No, it is, you won't see that in the Bible. The only time other nations will win is when we were, not doing what we were supposed to do. All right. So a couple more scriptures. I'm gonna close out. Um, I wanted to get. Let me see. Is there any more points that I want to make real fast? Yeah, this one right here. back on Dr. Brown, saying because Haiti don't do this and they don't do that. Now, when you go to Hosea, all right, because again, this is we're in remembrance. We're being put into remembrance, brothers and sisters. Okay, we have been put into remembrance, and hey, it's still time. So other brothers and sisters still got time to be put in remembrance. When you go to Hosea 2 and 14, it says what? Restoration of Israel, Dr. Brown. Therefore, behold, okay, I will allure and bring her. Yeah, I can start here. No, wait. Let me see if I want to. No. I don't want to start there. Let me see if it's a point that I want to. Just bear with me 1 second. Okay, I'll just get straight to the point. Hosea 2 and 23. All right, this is going into the restoration. All right. So it says, um, and I will sow her unto me in the earth, and I will have mercy upon her. All right, speaking basically to the Israelites that had not obtained mercy. See, and I will say to them which were not my people, thou art my people, and they shall say, thou art my power. See, that's the thing about it, Dr. Brown. We're coming back to the Most High. All right. This is why now we're saying, hey, we're the Israelites, and the Lord putting the Spirit on brothers to teach. And guess what? We saying we the Israelites, and this is our power, and He's saying we His people. All right. Hosea 1 and 10. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together, because if you know about the scriptures, okay, after King Solomon passed, it was a split, all right, between the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. The northern kingdom was referred to as Israel. The southern kingdom was referred to as Judah, all right. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together, which is happening right now, and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. I meant to get Hosea 1 and 10, Slacky. But this is biblical prophecy. All right. Hosea 1 and 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. All right. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it is said to them, unto them, ye are not my people, Dr. Brown, Vocab Malone, the rest of you, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. Right. This is what's happening. All right. This is what's going on, Dr. Brown. Okay. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of judgment. Right. So, I just wanted to bring that point that Dr. Brown, the reason why, okay, Haiti is not because what? We were to be discontinued, okay? Jeremiah 17, I could have just ended the lesson right there, okay? Deuteronomy stated that as well, okay? Deuteronomy, what was that? 28 and 36, okay? See? But now we're coming back. Even matter of fact, when you go to Deuteronomy 30, what do it say? And it shall come to pass when meaning prophecy, and it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessings and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whether the Lord thy power have driven thee, and shall return unto the Lord thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thy heart and with all thy soul. See, that then the Lord thy power will turn thy captivity. See, the Lord is turning, he's the elect is coming back. Our captivity is coming to an end, and have compassion upon thee, This is why brothers is teaching. This is why brothers and sisters is referring themselves to Israelites. This is why brothers and sisters is following the rehearsing the righteous acts and things of that nature, coming back. Okay, why? Because the Lord has compassion on us. All right, this is why we learning the Bible. All right, because when we went to church, we didn't learn the Bible in its purest form. Now we're learning. Why? Because that's the Lord having compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all nations, starting with this word. That's why I got the Baruch. All right, this is why I got the Baruch. You see how the scriptures is adding up? Baruch 5. All right. What did it say? Arise, O Jerusalem, stand on high and look about toward the east. And behold, thy children gather from the west and unto the east by the word, gathered from the west unto the east by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in remembrance. See? Rejoicing in remembrance. All right. So again, the Lord having compassion upon thee and will return and gather thee from all the nations, starting with the word. Whether the Lord thy power have scattered thee, then it's going to literally happen. If any of them die and be driven out unto the uttermost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy power gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. Starting with this word. All right. And then it's literally going to happen. Let's get that. Prove all things through the scriptures. All right. You people in the land, no. Jeremiah 17 and what? 16. Wait. It might be 20. Let me see. Is this one? Is it Jeremiah 16? I believe slightly. Let me see. It might be Jeremiah 16. And it's another one in Jeremiah 23, I believe. Yep, here we go. Jeremiah 16 and 14. What? God will restore them. Who is them? The Israelites. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord that liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. So, what is going to be so spectacular that we ain't even going to talk about Egypt no more? Let's see. But the Lord that liveth, that brought the children of Israel from the land of the north. Where are we at? In North America. Why is it the North? Can anybody answer that question? Why I didn't say the land of the South or the land, even though the Israelites going to be gathered from everywhere, but why is it the North? Why do it say that? All right. But the Lord liveth, that brought the children of Israel from the land of the north, and we in North America, and from all the lands whither he had driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. All right. Which Deuteronomy 30 say. All right. Which a bevy of scripture say. All right. So to the point again, Dr. Brown, you know, the people you see on that chart are the Hebrew Israelites. It's other Hebrew Israelites, all right, that's not on the chart. That's true. But those people, you said you don't have no evidence. Well, the curses is the evidence. Scriptures alone just kill all your DNA. All right, because all we got to do is go to Deuteronomy 28, and you can see what's going on with the true biblical Israelites. All right, and that's just the point I want to make. All right, so Lord willing, this is edifying. To the next lesson. Shalom.